All right, markets on pace to round up another round of record closes for the second straight week, another record week. Of course, the breaking news is in the tech world this morning. A lot of folks didn't know this. President Trump, the administration says that U.S. companies can use WeChat in China. Now, this is according to Bloomberg. I think the news is important because it's yet another example of this administration looking to protect U.S. tech companies outside of this country. I want to bring in disruptive tech research founder Lou Basenese. Lou, whether it's the taxes or the levies in Europe or some of the other things, it's so interesting because Trump, he has his run-in with tech, but he protects them outside of this country. And Apple's stock got a big boost after that news came out this morning.
Yeah, look, I think what he's showing is that he doesn't paint with a broad brushstroke here. Look, he's carving out areas in tech that are vital. WeChat for companies like Starbucks and anyone having retail operations is a key payment platform. So, we're gone from the world of cash and cards to actually just apps and phones. So I think this is a big development. I think obviously it's a coup and a win for the lobbyists too. We know tech has been pushing really hard to get exceptions made, and I think in this case it was a common sense solution if the news reports are correct.
Yeah. And it shows that the ability to be malleable, which I think is really critical, particularly when it comes to big tech, which is a target for a lot of politicians these days. Lou, it's interesting. We talk about tech all the time, and while certainly tech gets a lot of press, it's really just certain names that we talk about all the time. But there are niches that are coming on like gangbusters, like SaaS. For folks who've never heard of it, it's software as a service. According to Forbes now, there are two reasons why it's coming on like this. A, the pandemic forcing businesses to speed up digital transitions, so of course folks can work from home and do TV shows from home. There are also subscription models. That means generating recurring revenue. Now, this morning, the granddaddy of them all, Salesforce.com, got an upgraded JMP. And this is an area I love. But it's hard to find the right one. Sometimes all of them go up, sometimes they pull back. Any names in this space that you are specifically looking at?
Yeah, look, if Salesforce is the granddaddy, we got to look for the grandkids and the great-grandkids. And in that aspect, we want to look at mid-cap names. They're growing just as fast, but they're at cheaper valuations. So two names I like in the space are Cloudera and Mimecast. They're both growing at about 20-25% year-over-year subscription revenue. They're trading about 50% cheaper than Salesforce on a price-to-sales ratio. So here we are, we're getting the growth, the attractiveness of the high margins in the SaaS business, but we're not paying $180 billion market cap. We're looking at $3 billion. And because of that, both of these companies are natural acquisition candidates. So you're getting growth on the cheap and also the potential for a takeover.
CLDR and MIME, right?
Yes.
I got to ask you about the next big thing that nobody's talking about, because this is where you're really great, Lou. You're ahead of the curve, and you've got two great ones that I want the audience to hear about.
No, thanks, Charles. I appreciate that. Look, I think we're getting to a point in biotech, which is related to tech, where we're going to have single treatments that cure disease, not just, treat the symptoms. A name here, Prevention Bio, PRVB is the ticker. They have an ongoing study that has shown to delay the onset of type 1 diabetes, which typically impacts...
Lou, we're running out of time. Give me the name and symbol of the other one.
Vuzix, VUZI, augmented reality acquisition target for Apple.
All right. Augmented reality making a comeback. Liz Clayman, the market's making a pretty good bounce here as well.